Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today we are drinking a beer that was brought to me by the one and only Renee. She came down from Ottawa. She brought some Ottawa beers for me to try. Thank you very much, Renee. It's greatly appreciated. This is a beer from Nita, Nita Brewing Company. You need a beer. You need a beer. Andrew is the coolest guy I met in my Ottawa travels, and like I've said in other videos, one of my really good friends when I was growing up, Kyle, his little brother Adrian is one of the assistant brewers, so I have to like the brewery a little bit more because of that. And so far, they've made pretty good beers. You might notice a red hat this time. This is a whale of a hat, guys. I might not drink white whales all the time, but this is a white whale of a hat. This is a very, very limited edition hat. That's the original Innocente logo from when he was brewing in the UK. And this hat was put together by the one and only Colgate for him and a few other people. So yeah, it's too big though. Like, it's weird. I have a giant fucking head, and I shouldn't wear a hat that, doesn't look like this on your head. It looks fucking retarded. And if you wear it backwards, you have to tuck your ears in, or your ears stick out like this because it's just too deep. It's just too deep. I've said that about other things before, but anyway, today we are drinking, like I said, a beer from Nita. This is the Lone Wolf McAle Ginger Spiced Ale, and it says it's a fun beer. And the best part about this beer is just saying Lone Wolf McAle Ginger Spiced Ale. That's the funnest part about it. It's the most fun. It's the most fun. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Again, thank you very much, Renee, for dropping this off. My wife was supposed to be home when she showed up. She had to knock and wait while I found pants and a shirt and stuff, and my dogs are freaking out like somebody's trying to murder me. So I apologize for that. She's like, "Did I wake you?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Yeah, you were sleeping." I was. I don't want to admit that I was sleeping at, like, what was it? I think it was around noon, but I work late nights and I get 3 hours of sleep. So if I get a chance to nap when I get 3 hours of sleep, I take that chance. I jump on that chance. I'm like, fucking right, I can. Do I have? Anyway, here we go. Lone Wolf McAle Ginger Spiced Ale. This is the last day of the Heineken glass use. This has been its week, and it will get washed and put on the shelf probably for 2 or 3 more years. But that just basically looks like your average beer. A little brassy color, brassy orange, a little bit of white head, average looking beer. Looks like more like a ginger ale than a ginger ale, if you know what I mean. Not much carbonation though moving in there. Like, there is carbonation, but not as much as I expected. Let's give her a sniff. Okay, sweet and syrupy on the nose up here. Very sweet, very syrupy. Malt, caramel, kind of like a butterscotch Werther's original scent. Yeah, that doesn't do it for me nose-wise there. Let's give the can a shot. Make sure my nostrils are all clear. Be classy. Almost that. You know what? I like a lot of Nita beers, and I'm hoping this will taste good, but the smell is turning me off. Sweet, syrupy, caramel, butterscotchy out of the glass. Sweet, syrupy, almost like sugar fortified ice beer out of the can. Not really much ginger. Not pickled ginger, not fresh ginger. Maybe ginger extract. Not even ginger powder. If anything, it's ginger extract, and that's unfortunate. I personally, when I get a ginger beer, if I'm getting a ginger beer, ginger ale, anything like that, I want it to not be really super sweet and all that. I want it to have that kick that only fresh ginger can give you, or at the very least that slight kick that only pickled ginger can give you. You're not getting much off of powdered ginger. You're not getting much off of ginger extract. Fresh ginger is the way I like my ginger ales and ginger beers. Hence the reason why things like Innocent Guns, Melville's ginger just didn't do it for me. It didn't have that kick. I love spice, and if I'm having ginger, I want that punch, that fucking jab to the chin. Anyway, let's try the beer. Cheers. Okay. It tastes better than it smells. However, that isn't saying much because the smell didn't do anything for me. Again, I love Nita beers. Mr. Brown Goes Coconuts, Perfectum, Opa's a pretty good beer. He has a plethora of good beers. Hell, I tried another one that I really enjoyed today, which was his Spruce Ale. Nita makes a lot of really good beers. In my opinion, this ginger ale is not one of them. You may love it, and here's where the great thing about this comes in. Taste is subjective, and because taste is subjective, I can tell you what I'm tasting and what I'm feeling, and I would like you to tell me what you tasted and felt, what your thoughts were on the beer, because that's something I would like to know. If you love this beer, that is great. There's going to be more of it for you, because I'm not going to drink it again after this. Now, a sweet, slightly buttery, slightly caramelly forefront. It fades into a very minimal ginger flavor and soda water mixture. The ginger flavor has a little bit of bite. There's a slight ginger bite, like if this was just flat, it would be like flat, little speed bump, and then back down. So there is a little ginger bite. There is a ginger burn in the throat, but there's just a little tiny ginger bite on the tongue. Your warmth is coming right under the Adam's apples, where I'm getting my warmth, right here in the fucking let's kill 'em hole, in the killing hole. Each sip makes that little bit of ginger warmth in the bottom of the throat last a little longer, but for the most part, it's caramel, buttery sweetness up at the forefront. Little touch of ginger taste, both that like almost sweet pickled taste and that kind of dirty earthy taste, and then nothing else, basically soda water. This is a very, very, very easy to approach beer for anyone, especially if you're not into big bad ginger punches. You could like this. If you're a macro beer drinker, you could drink this perfectly fine. If you're a craft beer drinker, you could drink it perfectly fine as well. You might be a little disappointed, such as I am, but you could drink it perfectly fine because it does have some flavor. It's very simplistic, and sometimes that is something that is amazing. And see, I'm trying to pick my words properly because a lot of brewers will get angry at some of the things I say, and that doesn't stop me from saying how I truthfully feel. It's just I try to be a little more politically correct in the last few years than I normally would be, and even while I'm doing this, people will get mad at me. I don't need to love your beer. I may love it, I may hate it. Either way, I'll tell you. If you gave me the beer for free, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to love it. I might still hate it. If I bought the beer, it doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to love it. I could still hate it. It doesn't matter how the beer was brought to me, be it I paid for it, somebody else paid for it, or you gave it to me. I might not like it, and I'm completely okay with sharing that with you. I don't like this beer. I don't think there's any real faults to it. It doesn't smell very good to me. The taste is lacking to me, but I can see where this would be a very approachable ginger beer to a lot of people. And that being said, I could see this being something that a lot of people could get behind and enjoy. I'm not one of those people. I will give this beer a 4 out of 10 I don't really care for it. But it's not that it has any real faults or anything like that. It's just it's not for me personally. And that's okay. Andrew, I still love you. All the guys at Nita, I love you guys. And I love your beers. I just don't like this one. Thank you, Renee, for bringing it down. Like I said, I could see this being something that the masses could drink. That anyone that has never had a ginger beer could drink just to get the bare ideas of that earthiness, that little touch of sweetness, that little bit of burn. All those things are flavors in ginger, and this will give that to them. So why not drink it? But it's just, again, not my thing. Thank you guys. Au revoir. A bientôt. See you soon. Thank you again, Renee. Bye.